Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The ultimate supreme knowledge is referred as Veda. In Mundakopanishad, a question is raised right in the beginning. Kasminno vidnyato sarvamidam vidnyatam bhavati iti. What is that one reality having known which everything becomes known? So the teacher says, Dve vidde veditavve para chaiva paracha. There are two things to be known, two knowledges to be known. Those two knowledges are Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakaranam, Niruktam, Chandram, Jyotishamiti. So 4 Vedas and 6 limbs of the Vedas, Shadanga as it is called. They are Aparavidya. Aparavidya means that which is dealing with the relative world, which keeps you in this world. And the second Vidya, Para Yaya Tat Aksharam Adhigamyate. Para Vidya is that by which we attain the supreme reality. So 2 knowledges are to be known, Apara and Para. Now what for we gather the knowledge? For example, I don't know here, but in India on the cigarette packets it is written, cigarette smoking is injurious for health. Now why this is written? This is knowledge so that you should avoid smoking. So one type of knowledge is called as Nishedhatmak. This is told you so that you can avoid. Second is assertive knowledge. See, early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Why this is told? Because it is in our interest. So, one is called as Vidhi, second is called as Nisheda. Nisheda is avoid, Vidhi means practice. So, the total knowledge is divided into these 2 parts. So, Upanishad says, Apara Vidya is that wherein this relative world is spoken of exhaustively. Now, what is the relative world? That experience where the knowledge is divided in 3 parts. The experiencer, and the experienced. 3. Like I am seeing this camera. So camera is the seen object and I am the seer and seeing is happening. 3. So that knowledge in which there is a division in the form of knower, known and knowledge, that is called as Aparavidya, the lower knowledge, wherein our whole life is spent. And what is the Paravidya? For example, if I ask somebody, do you know yourself? Yes. How do you know yourself? It is so dark. So we don't know ourselves through the use of sense organs. I don't know myself because I can see myself. No. I don't know myself because I can smell myself. I think I am there. No. So our being does not create a division in knowledge, knower, known and knowledge. So out of the total knowledge, these are the 2 distinct aspects of knowledge. One knowledge where knowledge is divided into knower, known knowledge, and other knowledge where it is homogeneous, undivided, infinite, uncreated, unmodifying, unending, eternal presence. That is the Paravidya. Now, when we are told this Apara Vidya includes four Vedas and all that, then if one wants to study, then Vedas have got many aspects like Mantra Bhag, then Kalpa, then Upasana. Now, how many things we are going to study? Hardly there is any time at our disposal. We can't spend our life in studying even one Veda. Then what is to be done? Now be attentive. The essence of the Vedas is Upanishad. Upanishad is Paravidya, what is called also as Vedanta. Now this Paravidya Vedanta is the essence of the Vedas. Vedanta means the ultimate in the Veda is Upanishad. There are so many Upanishads, not one, thousands. Now how can I study so many of them? Then the essence of all the Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. At the end of every chapter, there is a statement, it's called a Pushpika. And it is said, Om Tassaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama Pratamodhyayaha. Now see, I am trying to bring to you the most concentrated one. Four Vedas, six limbs. Come to Upanishad. So many Upanishads. Come to Bhagavad Gita. Only one. See. And therefore, for average people like us, study of Bhagavad Gita will include all kinds of required knowledge for our evolution. Otherwise, we are all expert. Aaj kare so kal kare so parso. Postponement. No, I don't know Sanskrit. How can I study? Don't worry. Start. So, we take up the study of Gita. Now, when we have decided, okay, now Gita is the ultimate book for us. Now, again in Gita also there are 18 chapters, 700 verses. Oh God, so many of them. Then Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter. It is the only chapter where Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself says, Iti guijatamam shastram idamuktam maya nagha etad buddhva buddhiman syat kritakrityascha bharata. Shastram. Up to the 14 chapters, Bhagavan has not mentioned any of the chapter as Shastra. It's only the 15th chapter. So what is the Shastra? Shastra tells us exhaustively about the relative world and also helps us to transcend the relative world while living in the relative world. This is the ultimate in knowledge. Meaning what? Continue to live as a husband and yet continue to be happy. Easy to understand? We don't have to divorce. We don't have to run away from the world. We don't have to go to Himalayas and start there another ashram. No. Wherever we are, we live very much in this relative world. We live very much in the same body. We live very much with the same people around us. But now, our approach to life will change. This secret is given in Bhagavad Gita and further in the 15th chapter. Therefore, why study Bhagavad Gita? If you study Bhagavad Gita, you are doing a great favor to yourself. So, what is said now in Bhagavad Gita or Shastra or scriptures? If I ask you some question, don't answer, put the answer in your mind. Who was the ninth president of America? I don't know. Never mind. Okay. What were the glass numbers of Mahatma Gandhi? Come on here, I don't know that. Doesn't matter. But who you are, that matters. See, friends, we know everything unwanted. But when it comes to our own being, see, the 15th chapter, it is said, Vedascha sarvai ahameva vedyaha, Vedanta krut veda videva chaham. The purpose of the study of all the Vedas, then coming to Bhagavad Gita, is only one purpose. Sarvaihi Vedaihi aham eva vidyaha. We have to know who am I. Normally, we have nothing except complaints. Elderly people have no questions. They are buried under complaints. Complaint is, Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, too many bad thoughts come, what should I do? Don't do meditation, relax. No, but my Guru Maharaj told to do meditation, then do meditation. No, but then the thoughts come, what should I do? They don't do. Complain, complain, complain. We have to know, complaint is not a solution. Now see how it comes. Like, we are disturbed, I am very miserable, what should I do? Instead of asking anybody, ask yourself, who is miserable? Then you will definitely come to discover, at the origin of any thought, there is somebody as a seed. From the seed, the thoughts come out. Like mango, then chilies, tomato. We sow these seeds. All the plants come out of the earth. Do we call it is a earth plant? We call it is a mango tree. We call it is a turmeric tree. We call it is a chili plant. Think. One day one person asked me this question, here only in US, many years before. Swamiji, why you people add father's name in your names as a middle name? In Maharashtra and Gujarat particularly, there they add. Like if you say Mahatma Gandhi, his name is M.K. Gandhi. So Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. So Karamchand was his father's name. So why you people like father's name? What is the need? I said, what abbreviation you have got? No, we don't write father's name. We write only mother's name. I said, the reason we write because we know who is our father. If the father is not known, how can you write? See? Therefore, we say cow and a calf. Do we say bull and a calf? We don't say bull and a calf. What is the reason? The calf has come from the cow is known. But which was the bull? It was not known. See? But human beings, they have a traceable parentage. See, friends. So, like at the root of every plant, every tree, there is a seed. Exactly the same way. At the root of every thought, there is somebody. Now, instead of sorting out who is this somebody, we keep on complaining. see what is happening to your mind. I am not telling you do puja. I am not telling you give dakshina. Only correct your focal length. Like when we go to the doctor, eye doctors, they don't give us vision. We already have vision. But our ability to accommodate and focus our lens properly, that ability of the eye muscles has become weak. And therefore, when I put on the glasses, vision is not created, vision is already there. Only I am able to adjust the focal length as needed. If I remove the glasses, you all will be seen by me as a collage, all mixed up. The moment I put it, then focal length is perfect. Exactly the same way. Change your focal length. Friends, study of scriptures has one purpose. And the purpose is we must change our vision. See, in India, you all know, India is a land of wisdom. Everywhere, wisdom is freely available. Even on the backside of a truck, you see the highest wisdom. In one place, I learned this. It has really helped me. It was written, Buri Najar Wale, normally you know, Tera Muh Kala. But there was one genius. He has written, Buri Najar Wale, Apni Najar Test Kara Le. See, बुरा जो देखना मैं चला, बुरा न मिले आपको. There is nothing wrong in this world. Something is wrong with our vision. Then what the scriptures do? Scriptures give us a proper way how to look at the world. And therefore we have to study Bhagavad Gita. See? And how to study Bhagavad Gita? Don't take a book, put your legs on the table, and left hand Bhagavad Gita, right hand cup of tea, and start complaining. Come on, what the hell they wrote in Sanskrit? No. Very clearly, Bhagavan says in 4th chapter, Tad viddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshina. When you have to study the scriptures, you should not take freedom to study on your own. There is a mantra where it is said, Tad vidhyanatham gurumeva vigachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Tad vidhyanatham, to know the truth. Gurum eva avigachet. See, approach the teacher. Which teacher? That teacher who is a touch brand teacher? No. Shrotriya Brahmanishta. The one who is well versed in scriptures. And not only talking, but living that knowledge 24/7. See, on this mantra, Bhagavan Shankaracharya's commentary is so beautiful. There Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes, Shastrajnyaha api swatantrena brahmadhyana anveshanam na kuryat. Even if you are a software engineer, Shastrajnyaha api, very well read in chemistry, maths, every kind of knowledge, but don't dare study scriptures by your own way. The reason is, the language of scripture is different. Every subject has its own vocabulary. See, like kids, sometimes they ask us question. One child asked me in Mumbai this question. Swamiji, why Shivji and Parvatiji did not learn computer? I said, I don't know, yaar. He said, Swamiji, simple things you don't know. I said, then you tell me. He said, because Ganeshji took away the mouse. Now see, mouse is an English word. Spelling is the same. But the application of that word mouse in computer science has got a different meaning. English different meaning. Therefore, because I can read Sanskrit, That doesn't mean I am qualified for studying scriptures. Because the language of scriptures is not the same like we use in the material world. Therefore, we have to study scriptures under the guidance of the teacher. And in today's world, we have the facility of digital teachers available. Go to the YouTube, download, and unload yourself and listen. And slowly, the knowledge will start happening to you. See? So when we thus come to this conclusion that in this very life we have to study deeply Bhagavad Gita. See, you have everything, but do we have fulfillment in life? See? All our life has been only fulfilling the desires. As children, we wanted this, we wanted that, those digital games. If we have fulfilled ourselves, then next desire will not be born. Like when I take food and stomach is full, then I won't get a desire to take more food because I am full. Exactly the same way. Have we discovered fulfillment in life? What is the fulfillment in life? There are no loose ends left. Life is complete. Period. Then, hereafter, life is a celebration. See, friends, everything has a purpose. And expression depends on the instrument through which expression is happening. If it is a bulb, electricity will express as light. If it is a radio, electricity will express as noise. If it is a heater, she will express as heat. Exactly the same way. Stones, the Supreme Self, Reality, Bhagavan, whatever you call, expresses as only existence. Little more evolution. Plants. Plants express both existence and life. Little more evolved, animals. Animals express existence, life, and knowledge. If we stop here, there is no reason why we should be called as human beings. Then what is the additional factor because of which we are human beings? Darwinically speaking, we are all apes. See? Who are the apes? They just do whatever others are doing, they will do it. Are we not doing? What type of clothes we should put on? The TV decides. All the torn clothes are put. So, the poverty of the East becomes the prosperity of the West. They tell us, put on torn clothes. See? So we are only apes, Darwinically speaking. They decide what we should do. What food we should eat, they will tell you. See? First they will tell, don't eat coconut oil or coconut thing because it is very bad. Now they say you should eat. First they will tell, you should not take ghee, it is very bad. Now they say you should take bath in ghee. And we are just getting carried away by that. Because we are apes. Friends, if we are human beings, there must be some additional factor. And that additional factor is bliss. We exist, we are alive, we have knowledge, and we are the counters to distribute happiness in this world. Whether we are distributing happiness or we are seeking happiness, we are seeking happiness. Whatever our life is. Life has got only two functions or two expressions: involvement or withdrawal. Two. Like somebody eats a lot of food like me. For what? For getting happiness. But afterwards gets stomach problem. Others, they observe fast. For what? For getting happiness. One person puts on very, very expensive clothes. For what? For happiness. Other person puts on the torn clothes for happiness. One person puts on a very expensive watch. They have got value for the watch, no value for the time. Think. So, we are all seeking happiness. Like people get married for what? You know, I don't know. People get married for getting happiness. Then other people, they get divorced. For what? For getting happiness. In short, our life can be summarized as all the expressions of life, let it be involvement or withdrawal, are aimed at seeking happiness. It is here a samsari is born. Don't seek happiness, then discover happiness. If you have got peanuts in your pocket, you cannot distribute chocolates. If I am miserable, frustrated, disgusted, how can I ever smile? And such miserable people become more angry when they see a happy person. See? In one place, after my talk in India, in Delhi, one Punjabi Amma came and she was so angry. She was telling, you are all the time telling, be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show how to be happy. Miserable people never like happy people. Because they are miserable. See? Therefore, friends, we must be the counter to distribute happiness in this world. And it can happen only if we have discovered happiness. See? It is not, spirituality is not a venture capitalist. Borrow money and then try and start your venture. No. You have to discover happiness. And he who has discovered happiness, he won't be stingy in distribution of happiness. See? And this can happen only by study of Bhagavad Gita. Study. Whether you know anything or not doesn't matter. See? Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudevas sarvamiti samahatma sudurlava. Then we slowly start getting the knack of how to read and listen to the satsanga. See? Because the language is different. I'll tell you an experience. This happened in South Africa. Many years before, we were having a retreat in a Good Shepherd's retreat center. A very nice Christian center. We were about 50, 60 of us. And I told the local, those who were working in that center, kitchen staff, cleaning staff, I said, hey, if you all want to come, come, it is free. You don't have to pay anything. Some of them came. And there was one person, I don't know where from he came, his name was Mark, I still remember Mark. He will come and listen. And after that, we used to go for a walk in the mountains, very nice walks. South Africa is a very beautiful country. So when we are going, he will keep on asking questions. And every question was so irritating and to demean what is said in Gita Upanishad. And every question I was explaining him by a story. Any question he asks, a story is there. Once, twice, thrice, a dozen times it happens. Second day again he came, again he started. Again stories, I am not short of stories. So again started. Then third day he came and he saw other Indians were coming and touching my feet and doing namaskar. He also did the same thing. He said, I have seen these guys are doing salutation to you like this, so I want to do. I said, do but don't pull my legs. There could be anything, people do that. Then he said, you are my Jesus. I said, please don't crucify me. Don't crucify, let me be alive. He said, no. Then he told, in that Sermon of the Mount, there it is very clearly brought out. When anybody asks to ask any question to Lord Jesus, he is to tell a story, a parable. I have seen so many questions I ask you. You did not answer a single question like 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, but through some story. Therefore, you are Jesus for me. I said, okay, God bless you. So what was that? The truth cannot be explained. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. It won't remain. One example I tell you, this is called technically as the Tatparya Nirnay. In English we call it as moral of the story. In one of my talks I had told this. I was talking somewhere in a very nice place, small, cozy place, and there was one very elderly man sitting right in the front and listening with great sincerity. Must be very old, 80 or so, and very innocent. So, normally I don't entertain any question when lecture is going on. Afterwards you may ask. If you are lucky you get reply or you get confused. So, he said, Swamiji, I have got a question. So when I looked at him, I said, okay, ask. Now he asked a question after listening one story. The story was that there was a fish from the sea and it happened to go to a well. And in that well there was a frog. Frog must be Indian because he started asking questions. Where are you from? What is your headquarters? Why you have come here? When are you born? Why don't you die? Typical Indians. Indians cannot stop asking questions. So he started, who are you? He said, I am a fish. Where are you from? He said, I am from ocean. What is ocean? He doesn't know. Why? He has not gone out of the well. Kupa manduka vritti. He has not gone out of that. And then he said, oh, ocean means a lot of waters. How much waters? Now a frog in the well, what can he think? So he took out his small arm, hand, this much water. Now see the tragedy of the fish. He has no neck, so he can't say like this. So he wagged his tail. He said, no. Okay, okay. This much water, two small little hands. Again the frog said, the fish said no. Then the frog became sarcastic. He took a leap within the waters. Do you mean from here to here? Again the fish said, no, Baba. As an ultimate frustration, he jumped from wall to wall diagonally. Do you mean this? Again if he said no. Then how much? They come. Both of them went to the ocean. Now the fish is asking the frog, tell me how much is the water? Frog kept quiet. Now what is the moral of the story? A person who is lost in small little thing, he can never even imagine what is infinite. This is the moral of the story, isn't it? You know what that old gentleman asked me this question? Swamiji, how that fish has gone to the well? What can I tell? So I told, by Kingfisher Airlines. See, now what was the moral of the story? This method of understanding the scriptural statement, if it is not there, you can never understand anything. See, it is not a objective understanding. It is not a subjective understanding. It is the subjective experience. And therefore, when we study Gita properly, with the teacher, understand properly, study slowly. Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes in his most famous composition, Bhagavad Gita, Kinchita Dhita, Ganga Jalalava Kanika Pita, Sakrudapi Yena Murari Samarcha, Kriyate Tasya Yamena Na Charcha, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. We must take this as the main spiritual practice. We are unable to even differentiate what is Dharma Shastra, what is Yoga Shastra, what is Upasana Shastra, what is Bhakti, and what is knowledge. For us, this is all the same. See, in Kathopanishad, the student Nachikit asked, Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat, anyatra asmat krita kritat, anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha, yat tat pashyasi tadvada. He tells his guru, Yamaraj, don't tell me dharma, dharma. If you do this thing, you'll go to hell. If you do this, I am not interested in hell or hell. Keep it with you. See, friends, because the moral of the story is not understood. But we are all lost on this thing. In one school, after giving the talk to the youngsters, students, so when you talk to the students, you will not talk there Brahman, Atman, Brahman, not like that. So, inspiration, commitment, character, and ambition, success, this is the topic. And after my talk was over, I told I was addressing the students, so other than students, nobody should ask any question. And yet one elderly man got up, must be a teacher in the school. So, Amiji, I have got a question. I said, keep quiet, I am not going to answer your question. He got very angry, he went away. After everything was over, I went to the principal's room. I said, please call the teacher, I'll extend my profuse apologies to him. I said, sir, I did not answer your question because it was a wrong question in a wrong place. You have not even heard my question. How do you see it was a wrong question? I said, I know what was your question. Your question was, what happens after death? How do you know that was my question? So from your face, you are not living. See, one old man, Dadaji or Dadiji, they went with their child, a grandchild, somewhere for a walk nearby, a huge, wide, beautiful lake, and the grandchild put his feet down in the waters and just playing, had something to offer to the fish, he was and enjoying. And this Dadaji or Dadiji is sitting there in a grave face, and he looked at the child. Child was enjoying. So they only said, Beta, one day we all have to die. The child was very sweet. He said, Dadaji, but rest of the days we can live, is it not? Where are we living? All the time, the same things. What happens after death? So I told that teacher, sir, who are you? Hindu, Muslim, Christian? Of course I am a Hindu. I said, we'll burn you. He thought I am going to burn him alive. After death. No, 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 not that way. I said, okay. After you die, there will be a holiday for the school, but don't die on Sunday. No, no, not that. What happens to the soul after death? Where the soul goes? Now, here is the most subtle secret of our scriptures. See, take any religion. In all religions, this is the biggest bluff. Last life, this life, next life. But if you coolly analyze what is death, who dies in death, think coolly, don't get agitated. Before I came to Charlotte, I was in San Jose. Before coming to San Jose, I was in LA. Before coming to LA, I was in Phoenix. Before coming to Phoenix, I was in Sedona. Before that, I was in Dallas. Where did I die? When I left Dallas, Dallas is dead for me. When I left Phoenix, Phoenix is dead for me. When I left LA, LA is dead for me. When I left San Jose, dead for me. Day after tomorrow, I'll go from here. Charlotte, dead for me. I am the same. Don't trust. Only learn from your own experience. Gita says, Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi dhirastatra namuyati. Where is the childhood body where we were living? Where that body has gone? Then teenage body came from nowhere. Where that body has gone? Then middle-aged body has come. That also has gone. Do we mourn? Oh, my childhood died. Oh, my teenage died. Oh, my middle age died. When 3 deaths happened in your life, you did not cry. Why cry for the old wretched body? See, friends, this is Bhagavad Gita. See, friends, mechanical life is not spirituality. See, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Bhajatina Muktim Janmashatena Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam. Go to the holy places, go to the temple, ring the bell and give some donation. It's very good. But it has nothing to do with the spiritual evolution. See? Then why this is told in our scriptures? What is the purpose? What is the moral of the story? Moral of the story is, we are all expert in blaming others for all our problems. If I am a mother-in-law, the cause of my misery is my daughter-in-law. So simple. If I am a husband, the cause of my misery is my wife. Now, as a husband, what will be my spiritual practice? To improve the wife. This is called as Ashakyanushthan. Impossible undertaking. Then whole life suffer. See, friends. So the first step on the spiritual path is stop blaming others for all the problems of your life. First step. Then we are squarely responsible for everything that happens in our life. Nobody is responsible for anything. See? I take excessive food and then I blame, oh God, my weight is increasing. Naturally, control yourself. See? But this Madhya Pradesh rules us. And when the Madhya Pradesh is overpowering, then Uttar Pradesh doesn't work. All the time, food, 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 food. See? And when Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh don't work, South India is gone. Weak. See, friends, therefore, we are squarely responsible for everything in life. Nobody is responsible. But we are expert in blaming others. There was a friend of mine, somewhere in Mumbai probably, or Pune, and he was 1:3 ratio. You know 1:3 ratio means what? He was a man, one wife and two daughters. You can imagine what challenges he must be going through. So one day he asked me, Swamiji, I feel only you have sympathy for me. Please help me. How do I come out of this? Anything happens anywhere, all three of them bounce on me. Because of Papa. He doesn't understand anything. Now I am fed up of this. What to do? I said, I'll give you Mahamantra, but don't tell my name. Because they give me food, you don't give me food. I have a question of survival. He said, okay, okay. I said, now you start solo loki. You know solo loki? You talk to yourself, others also listen, but you talk to them. पता नहीं मैं वहाँ जाना है आपको जाऊँगा. Others are listening like that. It's called solo loki. Now you start that, but don't tell my name. Okay. Anything happening anywhere, you start talking. America attack Afghanistan. Oh God, because of me, poor Afghanistan people are killed, you know. Oh God, how much sins I am doing in this world. Where there is tsunami, oh God, because of me, tsunami is happening in this world. I don't know how many bad things are happening because of me. There is an earthquake in Japan, oh God, because of me, the earthquake has happened in Japan. He started there. After a week time, these three started, what happened to Papa? Why is talking like that? Then they have decided, let's talk to him. Papa, why do you say like that? Earthquake has happened because of you. No, because this is what I have always thought, that every bad thing happens in this world because of me. No, no, it doesn't happen because of you. For the first time he heard in his life. Stop blaming others. See, friends, I'll tell you what is spiritual life. When Swamiji asked me this question recently, he is studying also Yoga Vasishtha, etc. He says, Swamiji, tell me, what is the ultimate spiritual life? I said, I'll tell you that, what I am practicing. I won't tell you, he said like that, he said like that. No. What I am doing that I am telling you. Yes. Very simple. You all can practice it. Not difficult. I am not giving a mala in your hand. I am not asking you to observe fast. I am not asking you to do charity. A very simple thing. See, and that is, be wherever you are, whatever you are, whenever you are, 100%. This is spiritual life. Now, here we are. Here I am as a Vakta, a speaker. Once I was in Bengal and they introduced And you know, Bengalis don't have V, they say B. So they introduce me. आ, अब हमारे बीच में वक्ता आए हैं. वक्ता मीन वो बक बक कर रहे हैं. That is why Bengalis are never worried. You know why? They are never worried. They are buried. Don't be buried. Okay, I am out. Wherever you are, whatever you are, whenever you are, be 100%. Now here I am a speaker. I should be only the speaker, talk in tune with the topic. Story is not over. Here you are a Shrota or a Sota or a Sarota. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Our condition is, एक दिल के टुकड़े हजार हुए, कोई यहाँ गिरा, कोई वहाँ गिरा. This is exactly what happened to Arjun in the first chapter of Gita. Where was he? He was on the battlefield. What was he? He was a warrior. See? And when was he? On the battlefield, ready to fight. Three things. Had he simply remained as a warrior on the battlefield at that moment, no doubt, no question. But then what happened to Arjun? See, on the battlefield he was, and instead of thinking and planning to fight the war, he started unwanted thinking. What was unwanted thinking? First, how can I kill my grandfather, my guru? Be attentive. Killing a grandfather and guru is a sin. Anybody will agree. Do you think only he understood it? Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya didn't understand this. But what was the difference? They knew on the battlefield they are only warriors. But Arjuna's problem was on the battlefield he is somebody's disciple and somebody's grandson. So what was the problem? Problem was he was not where what he should have been. This is the secret of whole Bhagavad Gita. And Arjun himself confesses. See, Karpanya dosho pahata svabhavaha pruchhami tva dharma sammudha cheta. Dharma sammudha cheta means I am confused about my what should be done by me now. What is my dharma? Now on the battlefield, what is the dharma of the warrior? Fight the war. See, if the doctor is ready to go and perform the operation, the patient is there and covered with a green cloth and a hole is made where he has to operate the abdomen. And that time the doctor say, hey, what is the name of the patient? So and so. Huh? Who is he? Sir, he is your son. My son? Immediately the hand will start shaking. When he was a doctor, no problem. The moment he becomes son or father, problem begins. Because this is the simplest thing, friends. Real spiritual practice is this. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. You will be living 24/7 in meditation. But oldies like me, जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, वो भाड़ में गए, तुम भी जाओ भाड़ में. We refuse to live in the present. See, during our childhood, it was not like that. See, one NRI couple here only, they asked me this question. Swamiji, a standard phrase. Back home, we used to listen to our parents. We never used to argue with them. When the father comes in my room, I have to get up and go away. These days, when my son comes, I run out of the house. What is this? Why this is happening? I said, I'll tell you, but no discussions. I don't like two things. Discussions and argument. When I tell something, it is over. You accept or don't accept, who cares? Okay, tell. I said, look here. We were lucky to have good parents. Our children are unfortunate to have dumb parents, therefore they don't listen to us. Stop blaming others. Don't bring your past in the present. Don't get carried away by imaginary fears of the future. Living 100% integrated in the utter present is taught in Bhagavad Gita. See? In the 3rd chapter, Bhagavan Krishna tells this. मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्य अध्यात्म चेतसा निराशी निर्ममो भूत्वा युद्धस्व विगत ज्वरः. See? Whatever you are doing, physically, speech or mind, everything you do it for me. Sarvani karmani mai sanyasya. Now see what happens. If I have to offer cloth to Bhagwan, will I use the cloth which is used for wiping the toilet and give it to him? I'll give the best one. If I have to give bath to the Lord, will I use the water, half bottle I had drunk and remaining with the Lord? No. If I have to offer Naivedya to the Lord, will I take the leftover sandwich from the fridge, put it in the microwave and give it to Him? No. Meaning what? Whatever we do for the sake of the Lord, it is the best. Whatever you have to do in life, perform yourself the best. Never do half-heartedly. Then you suffer in life. See? There are 3 options. If you don't want, reject. No. And be happy. If you have to, accept happily. But we are air hostess brand people. On the surface, we show, okay, I will do it, no problem. Inside, oh God. The net result is surface layer only a makeup and inside acidity because reaction. But you don't have the courage to express the reaction. See, friends. Therefore, when Bhagavan says, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa, have this simple principle. Whatever you have to do it cheerfully, happily and perfectly. Or else don't do. This creates a half-hearted character. See? Anything you have to do it wholeheartedly. See the joy of it. But we do with a hole in the heart. Like many people when they take food, no, I don't want, I'm done. No, you please take one more. Oh, okay. Are you a furniture or what? You must decide what you have to eat. You don't have to eat. We are Indians. When we go for marriages, not here, in India, they have got for marriages So many dishes. Many dishes are provided for you to choose what suits you. But we are Indians. We don't go with a plate, we go with a parat and take every dish. You are not obliged to eat everything in this world. You find out what is suitable for you. See? Therefore, whatever we are doing, do it cheerfully, happily, wholeheartedly, and the most important thing, if you take this point, you will completely change your attitude towards life. This principle I'll tell you and then tell you a story. The principle is whatever we do in our life, nobody needs us in this world. It is our need that we do the things. If you take this principle, your approach to life will change. For example, when a couple is married, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years, no child, then they start running from pillar to post, ultimately go to Babaji, get a mango, and a mango is born. Now tell me, who needs whom? The child needs the parents, or the parents needed the child? Apply this principle everywhere. I have come over here. I am 100% clear about it. None of you want me, nor my talks. Then why have I come? Kujli. I want to talk. If you are not in front of me, am I going to talk to the furniture? The day this principle takes possession of our understanding, there cannot be any arrogance of, I am doing this, I am doing that. But the parents, 9 महीने पेट में पाला था इसी दिन के लिए. Now who asked you? The child didn't ask you. The day you take this value in your life, you will live dynamically, cheerfully, but you will not expect anything in return from anybody. See, one boy asked me this question, Swamiji, you are going around the world giving talks to so many people, but people don't change. Don't you feel bad? Your all lectures are going waste. I say, I am not mad. I don't want them to change. They should be miserable so that my market is maintained. You know the prayers of the doctors? Sarve bhavantu rogina. Not sarve bhavantu sukhina. See? Therefore, whatever we do, it is our need. So there is one lady, I was going for a walk. Swamiji, I want to ask you something personal. I said, I have nothing personal in my life. No, I want to tell something personal about me. I said, I don't want to know about you. Your life is not that of Rama or Krishna. I don't want to know. No, but I want to tell. I said, okay, I am ready to suffer. And then she started. Same stories. Swamiji, our father died when I was hardly 20. Then I had 2 sisters, 1 brother. I worked hard, studied also, worked also, got my sisters educated, got them married, got my youngest brother educated, got him married. And now I am 45 plus, unmarried. So when I go to my sister's place, they tell in clear terms, Didi, please don't come to our house. Our spouse do not like it. I go to my brother's house, he is, when you come, there is a Mahabharata in our house, please don't come. We'll come and meet you whichever place you want, any hotel, anything. Why this is happening? Why they are doing like this? I said, I also want to do the same thing. I want to go away from you. See, friends, Then I said, listen, no discussion, no argument. Did anybody, all three of them, they told you, do it for us? They didn't tell you. You have done. The day this attitude becomes perfect, whatever we do in life, it is our need. But we have that arrogance. I have done this, I have done this. We can't even control our own sneezing. Many times it happens. You feel it's going to come, excuse me, and everybody is ready there to receive your sneeze, and it doesn't come. Useless. See, friends. But what an arrogance. And therefore, the best way to study Bhagavad Gita and to learn Bhagavad Gita is from this point. Remember, Arjuna should have been only a warrior on the battlefield. But instead of that, he became a grandfather, rather a grandson and a disciple and a brother. Suffer. See, what is the difference between wise man and otherwise man? Wise man first thinks and then takes a decision. Otherwise man first takes a decision and then thinks. Like the attorneys or lawyers. They are called as liars. I go to the lawyer and tell him, see, I have committed this crime, so kindly save me. So the lawyer has already taken a decision. My client is innocent. He has taken a decision. Thereafter you will start thinking. Now be attentive. When we start thinking after taking decision, will we support our own decision or we will oppose our own decision? Think. Contrary to that, if you think properly, then take a decision, it will not be a wrong decision. See? And after having told the whole Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Bhagavan Krishna did not ask him a question. Did you get the knowledge? He didn't ask this question. He asked the question, Kachid eta shrutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa kachid ajnana sammoha pranashtaste dharanjaya. Hey Arjun, did you listen to me carefully? And has your delusion gone or not? So what is the problem? Problem is delusion. So the moment you are disturbed, the moment you are confused, the moment you are angry, immediately pinpoint who is disturbed. Go to the seed of the thought of disturbance. Then you will come to know that every disturbance has a seed. The name of the seed is Mr. Somebody. And when that somebody is sitting for meditation, like a husband sits for meditation, not a seeker. A husband is sitting for meditation. What will be the Ishta Devata? Belan Devi. Think. But if you sit as nobody, try right now. Play for next 30 seconds. You are nobody. Stop. So when you are playing nobody, there was no reference for the thoughts to be born. See, for thinking, reference is necessary. So what is the reference? I am husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, in-law, outlaw. So much of reference. And then every time that reference creates a turmoil. See, next time you see any river flowing slowly, you will come across a deep knowledge. When the rivers, the waters are flowing in one direction, is smooth. But in between, if there is a rock or a tree or a pillar, you watch at the base of that rock or a pillar. You see there, the water is running in the opposite direction, very little, maybe few inches. Normal waters are running in unidirectional flow. But when there is some kind of obstacle, there it is called as ebbing of the water. So, because of that obstacle, the water starts going opposite and again it flows back. Exactly the same way. When we are identified with the body, then we are born as somebody, mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. And then instead of life going smoothly, it starts going opposite direction. How? Suppose somebody tells us, I am coming at 7 o'clock, okay? Then we'll have dinner. This happened recently somewhere in, I think, LA. What a commotion! That boy went somewhere to his friend's place, and there was some kind of a heat exchange in the house. So he said, okay, I'm going out. And he walked away. Went to his friend's place. And then they had nice time, and then they were watching TV or whatever. And in that the boy slept. He felt so tired, slept. He didn't call home that I am staying here for the overnight stay. And till morning the child has not come. Then where he has gone, where he has gone, all tensions and worries and all that. See, all that happened. And the boy was nicely sleeping comfortably. No worries. Now, who was disturbed? The parents. The man and the woman, they are not disturbed. Then, what will be the disturbance? Start projecting imagination. So, husband will scold wife, wife will, see, I told you, you always behave very badly. This is not India. He is a grown-up boy, but you don't understand. You think father means what? And then, no, you have spoiled him. Dharma kshetre, kuru kshetre. And then, at about 8 o'clock or so, the boy got up from the sleep. Hurry, my God, I'm here. I didn't go home. Then he told his friend, hey, tell that, we are talking, we slept, we didn't realize I slept here. So tell Mama that this is the reason I could not come. But there was a turmoil at home. So this all happened in front of me. Then I said, look here, when you go home, behave as if nothing has happened. Don't bring out the Rakshasa in you. See, it's so important. Always at the root of the every thought, there is somebody. Find out, is that somebody real? Then you will come to know that somebody is born after body identification. In the deep sleep, who are we? Man, woman, young, old, educated, uneducated. In USA, in India, in 2019, 1947, what are we? When are we? Where are we? Therefore, we are nobody. Therefore, we are happy. And therefore, we snore. Happiness is always expressed as noise, is it not? Can you be happy with the silence? Let us observe 1 minute silence because of happiness. No. Happiness is always noisy. And therefore, all those people who snore in life, they are real happy. And when you are happy, you are never happy hurriedly. Happiness, you are relaxed. Isn't it? And therefore, all those people who snore, they never snore hurriedly. Kar 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 kar. No, no, no. Goes comfortably. Sapta swara. Sare gama padani sa. Because you are happy. Why you are happy? Because you are nobody. This is exactly what happened to Arjuna. Arjuna was confused. Who am I at a given period of time, in a place, at this moment? Who am I? And after listening the whole Bhagavad Gita, what was his reply? Nashto moha. Now my delusion gone. Now I know I am on the battlefield. I am a warrior. I have come here to fight the war, not to cry or to kill my mommy. You are not here for that. Exactly the same way. We are born here only for one purpose. That we should become the counter to distribute happiness in this world. And we can distribute happiness only if we have discovered happiness. See, friends, to know this, we must study Bhagavad Gita. Some more aspects about this we'll see in tomorrow's concluding session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.